You already know what time it is. Your boy Big Glow in this bitch. You know, back in with a plug in, pull up on him. Goddamn, this time got my man DP, cornball in the bitch. It's good with your playboy. It's good, alright? Man, I can't really play, man. Trying to make it, man. Goddamn, man, I'm finally caught up. You know, Corona got everything unparalleled, unbiased around this bitch. Like, I don't know sometimes what's gonna happen next. Goddamn,
it's crazy up there for sure.
So what you been up to? What you been up to, for?
Really, man, just staying out the way, man. It's a lot going on. You gotta go everywhere with your mask on. So I just been locked in, working on the album, just trying to, make sure I stay creative as possible and you know.
So like, let me ask you, how can I say? Like, what inspiration, especially with everything so not inspirational going on right now, do you like? What helps drive for a new project?
Really, well, for me, I'm driven by this not wanting to fail. You know what I'm saying? So it's really like everything down and depressing is like I don't allow that shit to affect my life so much to where I can't think. Okay. So I just try to keep going.
Keep moving. You gotta. Shit. I just feel like shit gotta move anyway because like right now everything's so stagnant. Like if you don't keep it moving in your brain, like as much as you can possibly, you're gonna feel real stagnant. Cause I was definitely got like that. Like the other day, just got kind of frustrated and shit. And I was just like, damn, bro, like I just feel like shit should be moving. Like it should be like 30 fucking events by now going on or something. Like a lot moving. So like.
That's the battle, really, your mind, man. Your mind is the biggest battle you're gonna have to face every day.
Yeah, bro. That's true. That's very true. Like,
once your feet get moving, then the work get done. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So, what you named the project? You came up with a name and title of the project, yeah, or just?
Yeah, it's called Roses While I'm Here.
Okay. And like, what really
drove that?
Yeah, cause I know some things, like that kind of happened in the last few years,
Yeah, I lost a lot of homies over the last year and a half. And you know the saying, give me my flowers while I'm here. Right. You know what I'm saying? So I spent it to roses, you know what I'm saying? Because that's one of the most significant flowers of them all, you know what I'm saying? So I took that and kind of just created an idea around not getting my flowers like creatively and with love, and also just kind of tipping my hat to them. You know what I'm saying? Because they're no longer with us, so I was telling a few stories throughout the rounds.
So any features? Who you working with, bro?
I definitely got the home team on there.
Shout out DPE, you already know.
Yeah, they play the
they family.
I don't even know if I want to tell them yet, man. Should I?
Just give them a little, just a little taste, bro. Just a little food.
Bro on there. I got Hollywood hit me on there for sure.
Shout out Hollywood. Shout out what you done here, man.
I think it was time for the city to hear us together again.
Yeah, because Layover in Dallas was like the last time maybe. I know
that was the first release.
Yeah.
But we got records in the cut for sure. But this was one of the times that I wanted to give him his roses. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it was important for me to have him on there.
Yeah, that's love. Like, so is it gonna be more? Because I know with your music, it's got like a philosophical, type of feel to it. Mm-hmm. But then it's got like that street, but still, come from that side of town.
Yeah.
Got the type of feel. So or is this gonna be more of just a whole grown up feel, more like an evolution feel? I would say.
The tempo is gonna be different from my last project, Out of Character, which is streaming everywhere.
Yeah, definitely go check that. That's a good project too.
It's a different tempo. It's a little faster. Got some samples on there. Really a soundscape for me to just be able to show off my skill level for real. You know what I'm saying? I got little melodies on there. I got of course lyrics. It's gonna be a nice project for you to sit down and slide the city with.
Got you.
One of those vibes, but it got some bass in there. It got some hitters.
Some of the production,
at this stage in the game, you just grab beats from wherever you can.
But even them niggas still, they got, shouting. All of a sudden, it don't matter if it's off the internet, no matter what, because you can hit this nigga directly to his email and shit.
Yeah, for sure.
You feel me? So I still be like, man, shout them niggas out, let them know this who I got, because
Yeah.
Low key, that's all the artist really doing. Like, bro, if he paying him for his beat, all right, this is who I got on my project. This is who on the production team.
Okay. I got damn, I can't even fucking remember right now.
I mean, you ain't got that you can too, man. They just shoot off right through your mind, bro. You already know.
I think it's a dude named Manhattan. Damn, I'm mad at myself because I can't remember because I got 2 beats from them, both of them fire. I think I got a Montego joint. Really, I just did a lot of digging, man. I'm not one of those people that just rap.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's really like I take my time with just finding beats and really digging for certain beats for them to help me tell what I want to say or help me express how I feel. I start with the beats first. So that's how I'm able to spill my soul on them. You know what I'm saying? They kind of guide me in the direction I'm going.
That's true. I mean, shit, I ain't gonna lie though. So, I mean, kind of like, how could I say? Like, with federal music the way it is right now, and I'm just be honest, like, I had a kind of, like I said, I went off a little bit a couple weeks ago. And I just feel like, as far as North Carolina music and whole, I feel like in the whole, I feel like we behind. Like, I kind of feel like.
As far as what sound?
No, not the sound. I feel like business-wise. Like, I feel like we make music, but we don't do business, like I say, music business.
Right.
You feel me? And I feel like the necessary steps that everybody else is taking to be seen, we're not doing.
I feel like, you know, in this space in North Carolina, there is really no sound because this place is North Carolina is a place where everybody come from everywhere and live.
Right.
So that's another thing. It's like you establish a sound and then the lack of resources. This is like I think I was having a conversation earlier where it's like people consume music here a lot, but it's like there are no people who are putting other people on.
Well, I mean,
that's why a place like Atlanta and New York and LA profits because they have legends that are, you know, staples in their city and put people on.
but that's why I feel like, all right, like, say you got like, even New Orleans, like Baton Rouge, and you feel like Houston, they didn't really have a lot of resources. You feel me? Well, a lot of it started locally, but they started, like, even Master P, like, he moved to California from New Orleans because he had to go spend money with people that was in that lane, you feel me?
Yeah.
And that's what I feel like around here gotta like learn, like, hey, look, this is a company, PR company, and this, you feel me? This such artist did a research. This is who they actually work with.
Yeah.
So instead of you being able to just talk to them directly, you just gotta start with their services, but you build that relationship.
Yeah, for sure.
Cause I mean, you gotta think about it. You gotta treat it like, I tell people, Charmin ain't fucking become Charmin. Goddamn, nobody became as far as a brand without like marketing and promotion. You feel me?
Yeah.
Like these niggas could have dropped Charmin, and Charmin could have been in the A-Rap store for $1. You feel me?
Yeah.
But it's a high product because they put
branding and marketing.
Exactly. You feel me?
Yeah, but a lot of people just not creative because at this point with the internet being what it is, you could be here in Fayetteville, but somebody can see you in the woods of fucking.
But it takes you to use those outlets though. You feel me? You see what I'm saying? Because all right, so this person.
What outlet though?
So all right, so check it. You got PR companies.
Yeah.
A lot of people can't. I guarantee you can go to like a established indie artist and they can say, hey, I got a PR firm.
Yeah.
I guarantee you I can't go to an artist right now, and a lot of artists in North Carolina, period. You feel me? Say,
okay.
who is your PR firm?
Okay.
Who is your marketing company that you use? You feel me? Like, who is the main person that you speak with? You feel me? Like, you might have a couple of people that you speak with through the service. You feel me?
Yeah.
Like, what's your next? How can I say? What's your next brand? And you feel me? Your marketing strategy.
Yeah.
Like, I can't. Like, a lot of them, they just want to drop songs.
Yeah, and that's what separate, you know, those people from these people. You know what I'm saying? Because lucky for me, I've been in a situation close to somebody who has those type of things or spent that type of money on those type of things for me to learn from them and apply it to myself. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I don't know if it's the knowledge or the lack or the lack of trying or.
I'm gonna just think about it, like, all right, check it. Take Baby for example.
Yeah.
Like he said, I took my music. He said I met a couple of people. He said they said marketing promotion. He said because think
He
about
was
it.
self-marketing. He was doing a lot of things.
That's what I said. When you seen when he literally stopped self-promoting himself and started putting it in the hands of other people to promote himself and get his music out, he was in Texas. He was starting at other places right before he got signed. You feel me? I ain't saying there's nothing wrong with self-promotion, but at a time when you want to move to the next step, you gotta let somebody that has.
It makes it easier, for sure. It makes it easier for yourself when you can just focus on the music.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm saying. And marketing, like you can't, like I say, how you gonna come up being album mode, but then you still sitting over here thinking about marketing and strategy and stuff. You feel me?
I mean, but that's just one of those things where until you got the funds, you got to be a one man band.
Well, it's all budgeting. So even as an artist, you're gonna have to have a budget. If you want to, like I always tell people, if you don't want a budget and you just want to take your music and be for what it is, well then you need to work to be getting a deal, get a situation. But if you want to be independent, well then you gotta know, all right, so out my check, or I gotta hustle up this. You feel me? For this month, I gotta save up $300-400 because in every 2 months I gotta pay my PR marketing team $750. You feel me? Like it's gotta become a bill.
Yeah, for sure. You gotta take yourself from an aspiring artist. You gotta turn yourself into a brand.
Exactly.
And those are pieces that make your brand as big as it can be.
Exactly. Because the way streaming is right now, they paying out every month. Yeah. So like, boom, you getting on streaming campaigns, curators messing with you, DJs rocking with you. If you seeing $400 or $500 every month, just off of streaming, just off of, and it could be like, man, you getting 10,000, 20,000, 30,000 streams a month.
Yeah.
If it's generating that, leave it there this month, leave it there next month. That's $1,000 you got for at least to do something with. You feel me?
For sure.
You got to start working with it, because then once your name get out there, you got features coming, you got streaming coming.
Yeah.
Then if you work on merch, then it allows you to branch to other things.
Yes, sir.
Because then it can bring, you feel me? Because at the end of the day, it's a business. You taking your talent and making it, you feel me, to generate bread.
Yeah.
Like that's just the whole, the whole thing. I feel like it's really like lacking.
I feel like I don't know if it's more so lacking it. Some people just not in it for the right things. That's one of the reasons. Some people just do it just to do it, you know what I mean? Because their homie might have said they was fired and they ain't taking the steps to do the research to know what you're supposed to be doing.
So to me, you can't get mad or feel like
you don't get the support.
Exactly. Because if this is not what you was in it for, if you sit in it for to make, then you shouldn't even care about support at all. We're just making music. You could be just like a nigga on the street corner, sitting there, just playing the guitar. He don't give a damn who. He just fucking, he ain't got nothing else to do, so he just playing. You feel me? That's what I'm saying. You got to decipher early, even before you get into this game. Like, hey,
I agree.
What do I want to do? Because people say, hey, I sound good, and I keep going at it. You gonna spend money because you spending money in recording and all this, and you ain't just gonna keep doing this.
I mean, a lot of motherfuckers don't spend money in that.
Exactly.
I don't know, man. It's a lot, man. Me being a person that I've been a student of the game since I started this shit. You know what I mean? Right. So it's really like I'm gonna learn from any situation, right? Because I see myself being at the highest level, right? So I have to do those things to get there.
Right.
I mean, I don't.
But I mean, even alright. So I would say. Alright, so check like a song, what you would be more problems that just drop. Hey, go listen to that. That shit is hard.
Appreciate it.
It's too hard.
Please go.
Like
straight everywhere.
Everywhere.
My boy, shout out my boy, Fat Man.
Like, man, like when you hear that, you feel me? Yeah. You could tell, like, okay.
Oh, yeah, DJ Official did that beat too.
Hey, shout out to DJ Official too, man. Hey, he been working real hard too.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, he been working real hard too. Like, how could I say? When you hear that shit, you can like tell, like, all right, that this is a great fucking sound. You feel me?
Yeah.
Like it just feels right.
Right.
You feel me? Like even explaining like some of your lyrics behind that shit, cause like it was just the way you came in was just real smooth. Like your whole cadence was like smooth.
Yeah.
And then like you came in kind of, then you picked it up a little bit, and you smooth right back out. Like it was just the whole feel of the song.
I feel like for me, I work with people all the time. Like we do music together, so it's like 10 plus years of chemistry.
Yeah.
So it's like me knowing music, I've studied it. It's like he had so much energy on the record that I wanted to approach it different. You know what I'm saying? So I can not just, how sometimes that second verse can destroy the whole damn song. Yeah, so I just had to work it with a melody. Like I rap most of the time, so I had to approach the record with a melody because it's a melodic song.
Right.
So I just kind of took that into consideration and just approached it and just had fun with it. Really, I don't know. It was just me just knowing how to approach the record.
No, because I mean, like the hook from the hook, just like who wrote the hook?
He wrote the hook. It was was actually an idea that we had prior, and then he had sent me the beat that he had got from DJ Official, which was fire. That shit was like a lullaby sounding, but then once the drums dropped, I don't know what to call it at that point. That shit just sound crazy. So it's like, and then he was already on there, and it was just easy at that point. Now I just do what I do.
Yeah. And I just like when I heard, cause a lot of it I was really like taking it in the day, like coming down here with rain and just really smooth. And I was just like it's, how can I say, like, you know, a lot of town here, even, you know, Robertson County, goddamn, from Ralco, everywhere, it's a lot of real trap sound.
Yeah.
And like you have a trap sound, like you got a, you know, a street sound, but it's more like a street, like a sophisticated street sound. You feel me? Like it's like you could give everything in one. You feel me? And like it's diverse. Like even when I heard what's it, the wave, the wave, like, hey, go check that shit out too. Like that shit hard.
Turn my strings up.
Yeah, definitely turn the strings up. Like it's like a different sound that I'm used to hearing from around here.
Yeah.
Like even shout him at S Dot, like Nameless be like his sound to me is not the norm that I hear from around here. Yeah. And I just really fuck with it.
I mean, it's because I feel like, you know, you put in enough work to figure out who you are musically, you know what I'm saying? Right. So you go through these phases where you try this and try that and then they mesh together. Yeah. And then being somebody who is from the fucking, you know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
From the trailer parks or the fucking hoods or whatever. But I went to school, you know what I'm saying? So I have knowledge. My mom ain't raised no damn fool.
Right, exactly.
So I just apply just my smarts. And that turn into wit, and that turn into bars, and that turn into, you know what I'm saying? So I just, all those elements are collective together.
Yeah.
I had to try to do that big word right there.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. You gotta use that. Be like that T.I. type of shit, you know?
Gotta go, you know, sprinkle it in there.
Man, speaking of T.I., man, do you feel like, how can I say, do you feel like rappers are overstepping their boundaries in certain places that they don't, how can I say, like, it's certain business that you just feel like you shouldn't talk about? Because, you know, like, hey, rest in peace, King Von. Hey, definitely rest in peace, Mo3, just lost him today, man. So, like, I just, you know, do you feel like hip hop is going to a part back to the Biggie and Tupac days where, like, niggas gonna end up, you know, it's either you gonna have to put up or it's gonna be, you gotta go?
Well, I'm gonna start off first part of that question. Salute T.I., he a damn legend in this game, and he deserves his roses. You know what I'm saying? He a legend for sure. Trap music, I used to play, still ain't forgave myself over and over and over and over and over. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm serious. You know what I mean? But I feel like we just in a place where we have the internet, so everybody got an opinion. I feel like T.I.'s opinion should be respected because from that place, he was able to take it to a place to where he a family man on TV, and he's still connected to the culture. So I feel like he has an opinion to say, but I feel like in certain situations you mind your damn business.
Exactly. It's a time. What's the time and the place?
Yeah, for sure.
At the time, I just feel like that moment wasn't the moment.
Sometimes people get out of line. Like once you got your thumbs moving, sometimes you're gonna say some shit that you should have not said at all. Opinions like an ass, everybody know.
Yeah, you're right about that. I mean, it's just crazy because like people just been dropping like left and right. And I mean, of course people die every day. Don't get me wrong, but it's just the fact like in the hip hop community to like really see shit like this, just like boom, 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 and we all know it. We all know it's all connected. You feel me? We know when somebody go. We know that street shit and that music shit that intertwine with somebody.
Yeah, I think that we just been experiencing a lot of death, period, like in the world.
Yeah,
because there's major figures that we're losing. Yeah. So it's like, it just touch a different place because you keep saying it over and over. You don't want to come numb to it, but
that's true.
You know, they say you die the way you live, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's like you just take it for what you can learn from it, really. You know, that's how I've learned to deal with death personally. Just try to live through the people that you lost and learn as much as you can from who they were and who they was trying to be and keep moving. That's the only thing that keeps you sane for real.
So let me ask you this, as a lyricist, do you feel like your lyrics can catch up with your life and your lifestyle?
Absolutely, man. Your lyrics can put your ass behind bars. Your lyrics can get you knocked off. It's power in the tongue, man. You know what I'm saying? That's some shit you learn.
It would be safe to say that you are a student of law of attraction.
I believe it exists for sure.
Okay.
Everything is connected, man.
Okay. Because I mean, of course, we know with music and hip hop, it's a lot of exaggeration.
Yeah.
So we know, and also a lot of people have spoken, you know.
But sometimes you seen snow on the bluff. Sometimes this shit's so real that then you throw shit in to make it look like it's fake, so you just never know. You know what I'm saying?
That's facts. And that's what I'm saying. You know, you can tell when it's intertwined because it's just like time patterns and things just happen.
Yeah.
Like this happened a few weeks ago or a month or two ago, and now boom, all of a sudden.
Yeah.
But you can't really put your fingerprints on it or put their fingerprints on it.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
that's why I just say like certain times like it's cool to say certain things, but just kind of wait until. Like, I ain't saying he don't have an opinion. Like, everybody has an opinion. Of course they gonna have an opinion, but, and I know you feel like it's his city and shit, but at the end of the day.
I feel like in that situation, he shouldn't have said nothing. I feel like his opinion should be respected. And you know what I'm saying? That don't gotta coincide together for that situation, but that's just how I feel about him and what he said. He shouldn't have said shit. His opinion should be respected. And I don't know. I just shook my head, you know what I mean? Because I knew the backlash was coming.
Yeah, that's fast though. I mean, it's even alright. So kind of like, alright, that would be like shit going around here, and code speaking of. Would that word be even? Would code word even be respected around here in the streets? Because it's like I'm gonna be honest with you, just being not from around here, but being from here, like it's no like actual stories or anybody that I know that I can say that I know people that know him through a extension, like how other people are like in Atlanta, stuff like that can vouch for, you know, certain things. You feel me? For that word to even be respected.
I feel like when it comes to Cole, I don't know, man. I feel like people sit on both two sides. It's like, fuck that nigga or he the GOAT. You know what I'm saying? So it's right.
But is it just because the GOAT mentality go around here because like Thelma really don't got shit else to really like hang on to as far as start?
We don't really have nobody that we can put our finger on. It's a handful of motherfuckers.
You feel me?
You know what I'm saying? And it could be more, but we gotta figure that out.
And that's what I'm saying.
But if Cole was to say certain things, I feel like it's the same T.I. situation. Mind your damn business. You know what I'm saying? But your word should be respected.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But you gotta be here. Like T.I. is in Atlanta. Like you gotta kind of be here to be able to say certain shit. You know what I mean? Exactly. That's just rules. Like you can't talk about a situation you ain't a part of. You know?
Right. But I mean, like, all right. So like maybe say if Dennis Smith would say something with it, like Dennis Smith or like shit. Like even if him, you know, like maybe somebody like him, like people like that can like actually say something, you know, because like they. You know, they connected to these things. But
you gotta be connected to it though, for your opinion to be respected, because if people see you and they understand you dealing with the same issues they dealing with, so I'm a lend an ear, you know what I'm saying? So if your ass just up there in the hill,
that's true.
Nobody don't give a fuck what you talking about.
I mean that's even kind of like with politics. I mean, let's take politics for example. Like, all right, so how you feel like with Joe Biden? You know, actually now that we have another 46.
Did you vote?
No, I don't vote. Well, not all right. So understand, and I definitely have my fucking reasons. Understand, why would I vote for somebody that thanks black people for voting, but don't want to talk to a black person like Ice Cube to speak about black issues? I don't understand what I'm saying to you. The time has come where we have to stop being happy with trying to be American. Understand. We are the only race that can't fucking be deported because where are we going to go? Right. We have no religion. How can I not say religion background, but no like cultural background. You feel me?
Yeah, talk that shit.
So like,
can I say something?
Go ahead.
I'm glad that he didn't talk the fuck out of Ice Cube. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of times black people be so naive to being used as a pawn, man. You know what I'm saying?
But no, you gotta feel me though. Like, that whole plan was curated of like 10 or 12 like different actual African American men and women that helped Ice Cube. You feel me? It wasn't just a Ice Cube.
Someone that platinum plan.
Yeah, you feel me? That's what I'm saying. So like
he became the face and the spokesman once he stepped up.
exactly. And my whole thing is, how can you say, hey, thanks, I appreciate the blacks for coming to black, and then you got
Biden?
Biden. Because I mean, of course, we all know most people was Trump. You feel me?
Yeah.
And it's always crazy to me, like somebody said, there's no fucking way that one person can create just every day wake up, everybody just whole life is fucked up because of one person.
It's not
Like it doesn't happen like
but you the damn president. Like it's just you got a stigma with being a president, and then you follow somebody that was as cool as Obama. You know what I'm saying? So it's really like.
But statistically, we did the worst under Obama as black people.
I would have to do my numbers. I don't know, man. But it's just like the inspiration alone was big enough for me. But you in a situation where you are the first black president, it's people that's around you that really touch the button that don't like that. So it's gonna be harder for you to do your job, and therefore, one person.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, why would I vote for two evils? You feel me? Because they
like that though.
all right. So what does Joe Biden give a fuck about you? As a black community, I'm talking about as a black community. What does Joe Biden give a fuck about you about besides your vote?
I feel like Joe Biden is in a position to one, turn America from where it was the last 4 years into a better place. I don't know. I will have to do my research, which I'm going to do over the next, 4 years to kind of see what shit exactly affect me. But I think that his character is better than the last president, and he has, a woman of color beside him, which is also inspirational for women to see somebody that look like them at the highest place in this country. But all in all, we have to be better as people and create opportunities for ourselves using the rules and laws that they have in front of us.
But in politics and economics, they go together. You feel
Sure.
me? So if we come to you with, we have some people that come to you with an idea, an actual solution. You feel me?
Yeah.
Then why do we have to wait until after
The election?
But and what's so crazy? Why is it even having to go that far where we actually gotta come up with our own shit?
Because we should. We should know what we want. We for so long we've been given what they gave us. You know what I'm saying? So we should come up with what the fuck we want and then give it to you to make it. You know what I'm saying? Our demands.
But if we're coming to them,
take care of our demands.
But what I'm saying is, even if we're coming to them regardless, we're still gonna have to go to them no matter what, because we don't have our own party. So no matter what, we always still gonna have to go through.
Yeah, but we can change that.
How?
That's the thing.
It's too late for that.
And you start with a foundation. As a people, it ain't too late. It ain't never
Understand,
too late. As long as you got time, it ain't too late.
Understand, bro. You got niggas that are sold into Caucasian culture, and they ain't turning back.
Man, this is our culture.
No, I'm saying they bought into Caucasian culture. You
Yeah.
feel me? And they're not turning back to ours. You feel me? To their true
What I'm saying
identity.
is, we're so embedded into this culture that it looks like it's theirs because they get all the money for it. But this is our culture. They take it from our culture.
Of course.
You know what I'm saying?
But I'm saying, as far as certain lifestyles and certain ways, you feel me? Like, it's not, how can I say, it would be hard to transition.
From,
To a person-
from not having shit to not having nothing, because that's really all it is. Niggas don't really got enough for nothing.
But you got people,
You got the sacrifice.
but you have some that do have shit now, you feel me?
Yeah.
That'll be like, hey, I ain't about to lose all this shit and go back to that. I'm not losing this, you feel me?
Yeah.
That's why I say, unless that can happen, that's why I say it's too late for a party to like actually be structured, you feel me? Because you have black Republicans. You have black folks that's gonna be Democrats, no fucking matter what.
But at this point, man, the hope is raising how you raise your kids because we need black police officers. We need our kids to be black police officers, black lawyers from really the inner cities though.
Exactly.
That come from those places and you put them in positions where you don't gotta be a fucking rapper or a fucking basketball player. You can be more to our society, which will benefit all of us. But,
But I'm saying,
it's time that happen.
but that's what I'm saying, as a president, like, you gotta be like, all right, cool. Because I'm saying, when it comes to, like, say, the Jewish community, the Jewish community shuts down a whole, like in New York, a whole block is shut down on Saturday. Nothing moves.
But you gotta come. But what I'm saying, you gotta come from that. You gotta create that. So, but that don't start at the top. That start at the bottom.
Obama had goddamn. Of course, we all know that song. That shit will forever. My president is black. You feel me?
for sure.
Like, that shit was epic. You feel me? they knew to use the vote. They know right now to use any entertainer, anybody of significance. You got fucking Donald Trump, a little punk on fucking stage. You feel me? Because they want that vote, bro. They want, like, you got people, but they gonna use music. That's what I'm saying. Like, to boil it down,
music is the soul of everything.
Exactly.
Music is, embedded in everything. Like, music steer culture, fashion, all of that shit.
So, like, what do you feel like your music could actually, like, how can I say this? Who do you feel like your music actually, like, inspires? Like, because everybody got a group that it's going to reach out to emotionally. Mm-hmm. Like, who do you feel like your group is that it reaches out to?
For me, I make music for the kid that I once was, you know what I'm saying? The kid that stumbled across a CD that you know what I'm saying, his uncle had in the car, and I played it and I memorized every fucking sound, every word, you know what I'm saying? So I just be speaking, when I rhyme and put my albums together, I just give introspective of, somebody that deal with everyday life, you know what I'm saying? I try not to make it too far-fetched and unbelievable and unachievable, because I'm speaking to people who walk with me, you know what I'm saying? So we gonna grow together as I create. I'm going through the same shit you going through, so that's what I be on the records, you know what I'm saying? Right. So it just be introspective. So somebody who's 14, like for Jay-Z was for me, I didn't understand none of that shit, but I understood that it was like tied all together where he was trying to go. Right. So I can buy in now, and then I can skip some steps because I'm learning the game, you know what I'm saying, for the records.
So like your name, like, I mean, because all right, so check it. Everybody know Dead Play is, y'all, of course everybody knows, street niggas, everybody know. So like, how did the name, like, how did the name transpire? Yeah.
I wanted to pick something that could not box me in, and I wanted to pick a name for myself that would be like, it's really an oxymoron, you know what I'm saying? It's something that I could make cool by just being myself. So I picked the Cornball, which is a name that you don't want to be called, right? But kind of just change the connotation on it, you know what I'm saying? So, and it's people that just don't feel comfortable in their skin. So I feel like that'll be something that, connects just outside of the black community. It's something that can be marketable on a larger scale. So
I mean, when I first heard you, I was like really getting moved in around here and shit. Yeah. And I was like, DPE Cornball. And my man's, hey, shout out my man DPE Reese, you already know, that's my breath for life.
Gaddy.
Yeah, he was like, when it's Cornball, and I was like, yeah, I said Cornball. And I seen you from like afar, and I was like, damn. And I seen that you rap, and that's when I like heard a couple of songs and shit. And then I heard you on the layover with Dallas on the Time to Tell 2. Yeah. That's a project that still needs to be heard. It still got that potential. Like, it still got the potential for real. Like, I just tell people all the time, like, it's got that potential, like, to still, cause Leo, not Leo with that, but what is it?
Time to Tell.
The intro. What's it?
Still Overlooked.
That song, bro. That shit is epic. Like, that shit, he really like. That's what really got me on y'all. And then like, I always knew Kid too. Hey, R.I.P. Kid, man, for real.
Little boy.
Goddamn, like that's what really got me on y'all. Yeah. And I was like, when I heard you, I was like, well, damn. I heard everybody else, and I heard you, and I was like, well, damn, his sound is different. So like, your name was different. It was like everything was just kind of like they over here. And I say it's separate, but it was just like you really did make sure you had your own classification, your own lane in DPE. You feel me? Yeah. Like I can really, even how you dress, you carry yourself. Like I pay attention a lot. Yeah. Like I'm just a real observant person.
Yeah, but you know what I'm saying? We from the same places. You know what I'm saying?
But that's what I like it though.
Yeah, it's just in the same elements. You don't have to be
exactly
a product of it. You know what I'm saying? It's already in you, so you don't gotta. You know what I mean? I don't know.
I mean, but no, that's what makes you stand out though, for real. Because by you, like, it's not just you feel me? Mm-hmm. It's not just this one clump. It's like boom. It's like everybody's got like their own type of personality and look. You feel me? And then like you really like boom, like Cornball, like. People gonna think Cornball like, like square, like, you feel me? But like, boom, like you just different, like in your own lane, but you still the same nigga as everybody else as your family, you feel me? Yeah. You just like the nigga that kind of, stands out, sees things a lot different. Yeah. And like you could tell in your rhymes that it's real, like it's thought, and it's like, it's just different, you know, thinking and shit.
Yeah, the same way I choose these shoes and these socks, the same way
Facts.
I choose that word to go behind that word. You know what I'm saying? It's just thought out, it's mapped out, it's planned. But it's just how I wanna. I just be thinking about whenever I go, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to keep talking about this shit, but like whenever I go, my impact on the world, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to be the nigga that followed everybody.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I want to be the nigga that had his own imprint, did his own thing, and did it the right way. So that's the type of shit I just stand on, and that's how I move, and that's what people get, you know?
Shit, man, before we got here, man, you got anybody you know you want to shout out, show love to, man?
Oh yeah. Shout out to guys, man. Dead play. Shout out my boy Nameless Validity. Shout out my boy B Clips. Shout out my boy B Moore. Shout out my boy Rock Brown. I mean, we up. Shout out to City, man. Make round of applause for yourselves. I'm here because of y'all.
Man, you already know, man. Shout out to the whole Bad Season, the whole CCM certified. Shout out to the whole St. Paul's, Rob Code. You know how we do. Shout out to anybody that just show love and just been rocking with the whole movement as always, bro. You know, keep it moving no matter what. And just keep tuned in. And look, you know, already know, you know I sign out. Peace and love and blessings. And stay safe. Be blessed, y'all.